In 1337, the English have gained quite a foothold in the east of Ireland, with Anglo-Irish people even becoming the dominant culture in Dublin. Despite being vastly outnumbered by Irish-speaking people, we're gonna try to make them all speak English and develop our Anglo-Irish lands. We're gonna be starting out as the Pale here, and I know what you might be thinking. Our ruler looks suspiciously similar to England's ruler. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to be declaring a bit of an independence war here. But we do start out as the strongest Irish nation by far, although we do have English primary culture. We're gonna have to change that. It's just too bad the Irish are not really very fond of us. In fact, let me go and see if I can change that right now. We'll move over to Anglo-Irish. Alright, so now we're not English, we're just English-speaking Irish people. We'll just go ahead and take all of these researches in the Age of Traditions, which we haven't taken, and these are unique to our culture. And obviously we're going to want to make our way down to institution growth. Just going to be automating most of the trade. I don't think I could do a better job, to be honest. Right, we haven't even integrated Dublin. What have we been doing? I don't know why on earth we just have so many forts right around our capital here. We're gonna need to get rid of a few of these. We do have our own subjects as well, and we're gonna want to start annexing them as soon as we can. These guys need a little bit more opinion, and then we can, and they are right next to us, so we'll get decent control in this land. Somehow we've got to claim Throne CB on Chester here, which is England's other subject. Also going to build some RGOs up, I think. We'll go for some wheat in our capital initially. Actually, we can only afford one. It's pretty damn expensive wheat. Just see if we can get anything decent here. Not really any amazing one. Actually, we'll give out common militias. I'm not going to revoke any privileges yet, because that's going to make them mad, which we can't really deal with right now. We've got to wait a little bit until we go revoking some of these things, which are giving us a lot of progress towards decentralization. For some reason. I'll give out one here as well. Give out some progress towards innovative. That's a pretty nice value to be going towards. We've also given out autocracy as well. And then I think this one giving us some trade capacity and some progress towards capital economy. That should be pretty nice when we're trying to expand our trade. Apart from that, it should be good for now, I think. We can actually annex Kildare here already. We'll start annexing them, and we'll see if we can improve with some of our other subjects here. We'll go for some coast ones. I think Desmond could be a good one to go for next, I think. They've got a decent amount of coastline, so I'll just improve opinion with them. Oh wow, we're really close, actually, anyway. So I'm not even going to start that yet, actually. We're very close. We are losing diplomats. I don't really want to be losing diplomats, to be totally honest. Apparently someone's constructing roads for me here. I think it's the, an estate is constructing some roads for me. Nice one. Actually got a decent amount of roads already, actually. Damn, we're so poor we can't even afford to get some diplomats here. Right, I've got to just get on to whatever advances are going to make me the most money. I think I will go for this naval advancer as well, since we will be doing a relatively naval-focused game. We've annexed Kildare. We should be able to get quite a lot out of this land, since it is very high control. Obviously, this will decrease. We can get 60 control there. That is very nice. And this is a beeswax province. That's a lot more profitable than wheat, so we're going to want to build this one up quite a bit as well. I think I am going to get rid of this fort as well, just because I don't really want to be spending unnecessary money, and we really do not have a need for that. Okay, we are now called into the war with France that England's doing in the 100 Years' War. I'm not really going to be doing anything though. My PC doesn't exactly love having all of these units moving around at the same time here. It seems like my vassals are ready to go to war though. Hopefully they destroy England's army. I will begin improving with the Desmond. and then we'll be able to annex them as well. I am actually going to see if I can declare my own war here using the Parliament Casus Belli here. We'll just try and get these smaller nations near our capital there that we can get high control in. Right, I guess my vassals are already on that. I didn't even need to raise any troops. It's only 50% though, and they've just taken off with their 108 soldiers there. My vassal's already on that one as well. Right, okay, I guess I really did not need to do much. Oh, he did have an ally. I didn't even realize that. I actually had no idea he had this ally. I didn't even check. That is 100%. So, can I take this as well? I can. Nice. Let's go. And some money there. 10 ducats. That's not bad. Oh, don't you just love it when your cabinet just constantly dies? I'm gonna go with administrative focus. This is probably the best one for playing a tour. We can do some more researches now. Let's go the Age of Renaissance. I think I might go to that unless there's something good here. Max RGO size. Although we do want to get down to some of these ones like construction speed. Why is smallpox only spreading in the British Isles? I guess we just shut off contact from the mainland here. We have been called into this war up here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take anything in this war. We've occupied these guys. I'm going to try to do something with the navy here. In fact, I don't think they're really doing too much, to be honest. More annoying than anything. Hey, they just walked into that. We're going to be able to be the defenders here. It's going to give us some advantages now. Yeah, we've done that one easy, and then we've got this one here where we're attacking. And yeah, we just surround them. I'm just going to carpet siege then. We'll just disband this army that's all the way down there. We don't need them, and it's going to take them a long time to get here. Oh, this war forbids us from taking anything. We can take some money, though. I guess that'll be the only good thing we can get out of this. And we'll humiliate them, I guess. I don't even know if there's a point to continuing because we only get 10 ducats. We'll humiliate them. I'm not going to block them from building. That seems a little bit too harsh. We're going to go for a Jewelers Guild in Dublin because that seems to be pretty profitable for now. We're pretty much going to want to make sure we build most of our buildings in our capital until we reach the maximum amount we can build in this location. Because we are going to want to make sure we focus our development early on in our high control areas here, until we can actually push control in some of these other provinces. We'll grab some claims on Leinster. They are a vassal of Ossory, so we'll be able to take land from them as well. They just don't have any allies. And then we'll take all of our troops right up to Leinster. Alright, he's just decided to go in by himself. Not the smartest option, but it didn't matter because he's we've got a million other vassals. Alright, here we go. We're gonna vassal the 34 troops. We will be taking everything here. Now we will fabricate some more claims in Offaly. The Black Death has spawned in Axe. Gotta prepare to get our population completely destroyed. This war literally lasted like just a few days. You can take everything, obviously. We've created a few subjects here because these lands are going to take decades to integrate and we were getting nothing out of them. But at least now we'll be able to get something, even if it's not very much. We're going to build up some saltpeters in Dublin. Well, actually just one. But I do want to make sure we can get some marketplaces in Dublin soon as well, hopefully. Which I think we already have one. We want to make sure we can get some more in there. The Black Death has arrived already. How have we got it so quickly? Is it just like... It's just skipped like most of Europe. It came straight to Dublin. I don't know. I guess these guys just wash their hands. Right, we're just going to maintain social order. And spread the plague more. You know, the quicker we get the plague spread everywhere, the quicker it goes. That is how it works, right? And England have declared war on some of these Irish tribes up here. I'm not actually going to help them at all. Oh, the Black Plague has finally left. We lost about 170k pops. Although most of it will probably just be waiting for our prosperity to go back up. There you go, we finally annexed Desmond. This is going to reduce our opinion with our other vassals though, so it's not exactly all great. But next up we want to annex Clan William. They are taking up quite a lot of diplomatic capacity. Right, and everyone keeps... I just hired this guy, and he's already freaking betraying me. I honestly think I'd be better off spending the money on increasing the legitimacy and stability rather than actually going ahead and keeping on building all these buildings just for Ireland to get devastated every single year by some new famine or event. Finally integrated Dublin. Alright, let's see if we can integrate another province here. At 1387, that's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought it would be like 1400s. I just keep getting this same event over and over again. Side with the clergy, side with the barons. Give me something else, please. No, I'm saying neither. Screw these guys. Rising inflation. Okay, that's not great. We'll lower minting a little bit. Law's not codified. We'll go with regulated export. That seems like a okay balance, I guess. We'll get a tailor's guild built in Dublin. Okay, here, we'll take some max literacy for clergy and burghers there. That's going to be pretty good. Going to increase our research speed. We get max RGO size. Actually, that's not too useful. It's in towns and cities. That's not that good. We are importing from London, so we'll be getting some institutions from them. There's Ulster annexed as well. And these will be probably decent control. They are starving, huh? It's not a good sign. We've got some paper makers guilds we can get here. They seem to remain pretty profitable for now. And we might want some more marketplaces, I think. We actually are feeling the demand for paper, but it is the burghers importing. So when we have built this paper makers guild, we're going to be able to just completely replace the paper that they're making here, and they're going to stop importing. So we're just going to be able to get all the profit from that pretty much when this is built. So we've just got one of the very highly profitable buildings each. We've got some tailors guilds. The tailors guilds are actually earning quite a decent amount of profit. And we've got weaponsmiths there, although actually we're making more than we actually need, so that's why these probably are not going to be very profitable. These weapons. Could go for some more marketplaces next. Let's see if we've got anything else that's decently profitable. Okay, Papermakers Guild still fairly profitable. That's kind of surprising actually. We've now got a second Papermakers Guild, and that is still pretty damn profitable, making up to 2.3 per month. We're getting professional armies slowly though. But we're getting it. And once we have sort of caught up with England and we built up our economy, that's when we're going to be able to actually declare an independence war. I mean, at least I think. Oh yeah, we can promote integration process. It's actually pretty useful to us. I don't think I really want to be going to war right now. There's 84 soldiers trying to siege down my vassal. Oh, England have arrived. Just decimated them. I don't know why England keep declaring these wars. You know what? I'm just going to keep building paper makers guilds until they stop being profitable. I mean, it's kind of slowly going down, but as we build more levels, we do get the 3 levels modifier, right? So the more levels we build, the more production efficiency we get, which is actually probably why this is staying fairly profitable. It's actually like not even earning that much more profit. We can embrace professional armies now, only for 19 ducats. That's kind of cheap actually. Now we've got access to all of these new research things here. I'm gonna grab a casus belli here on Munster here. I wonder if I can just let my vassals beat Munster on their own. Still not leaving. Right, I guess they won't do it without me then. I guess we've got to raise some levies, although for some reason it says, okay, there we go, 2.1k levies. I'll just raise 954. We don't need any more than that. I guess I'm the only one who's not scared to go in. I mean, how many troops do they even have total? What is this? Okay, I'll just lose that. We've got 138 troops total. Alright, I think they've probably left, taken their armies. Are their armies in the ships there? They're just chilling out at sea, or like, where the heck are they? I don't know why I can't split my army in half. It just splits off 46 for some reason. I'm not sure how that works. Perhaps I need to balance the units first. That is what? Oh, of course they attack there. Right, they somehow lasted a second there, and they've lost all their troops, but apparently 0 troops are retreating. Now my vassals are actually coming out. They're not even disloyal. I don't know why they're not helping. Very nice. Not 10 ducats. 12. Nice. A very prosperous nation there. Now I'm gonna see if I can release a subject out of these lands, because we actually have the diplomatic capacity now. Munster would hate me, but because we annex them, then release them, they're just like, yeah, no, that's cool. But if we just vassalize them straight up, then they would be really mad for some reason. What is the most profitable thing I can build right now? Some tailors guilds, and then maybe some more marketplaces. Oh, we annexed these guys here. That is a perfect name placement if I've ever seen one. Right, we'll get another marketplace down here. Let's see if it makes some of my buildings here more profitable. Probably not gonna make much of a difference. The nobles have started a civil war and they've got 8 troops. Oh, they're now down to 7 for some reason. I'm gonna take care of that. Oh my god, that was instant. The 100 Years' War is over, and it seems like Scotland are just getting completely annihilated. We can get the max amount of papermakers guilds in Dublin. Apparently, paper is extremely profitable. We're gonna focus on some of our RGOs around our capital, I think, because a lot of the buildings in our capital are becoming quite a bit less profitable. We can get some beeswax, and then we're gonna need some more food in our capital, so we can get some wheat in Dublin. We can now embrace banking. There'll be quite a lot of good techs we can get from banking, I think, here. Annexed Ormond and maxed out the amount of lumber we can get in New Ross. Since we can, I do want to make sure we max out the wheat in our capital because we're going to get all of the profit from this. We're going to grab some claims on Connacht. I think they've got Tyrone as an ally. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to take everything, but I'll take as much as I can. Apparently my vassals don't want to help. They're just going to sort of sit there, I guess. Right, he's just gonna sit next to 2.6k troops. They've only got Tyrone's soldiers left, so I think we should be safe to just carpet siege this. Actually, all their army was right there. Hopefully we do win that. That was crossing a river, I think. Okay, we do win. We're just getting this event over and over again. It's just like, it just never stops. We have 100%ed Connacht. I'll see if we can take much of Tyrone's land as well. We can actually take everything. I didn't know if we'd have enough war score. There we go. I should probably create some vassals. I mean, I don't think I'll be able to create a ton, simply because being a vassal of England prevents me. Annexed Munster, so we should have some... Yeah, okay, we've got enough diplomatic capacity right now. That means we are getting quite a bit less from our land. I don't know why it says we have that control. Actually, I think that control is going to go down. How is that still max? What? I don't know. I've somehow got a claim throne casus belli against England now. I'm just going to keep spamming out these RGOs near our capital. Seems like the best thing to do for now. Alright, we're about to get a civil war from the Commons insurgents. We've still got 2,200 levies, so we should have a lot more than the uprising here. I think that is most of their armies wiped. Okay, I don't know what just happened to that 14 stack there. Okay, they've come back with 12. They have surrendered. We started an independence movement against England. I know it's a little bit late, but I think we can invite some people here. Yeah, we can invite France. We've been improving with them. Let's see, we can invite some other people. I think Wales is probably the strongest out of them, so we'll just go with Wales. And then for the other guys, we'd need 50 opinion. I could do that maybe. Or, I mean, we'd probably be able to do it with France and Wales. I mean, if we improve a bit with Castile, we may be able to get them. But that just depends if we can stay as a disloyal subject. I'm also going to change the levy law to noble levies. This will increase the quality of our troops. Would be pretty useful for this war, although it's not exactly going to make much difference. We are slowly gaining loyalty back to England, so once it gets past 50%, we won't be able to invite anyone else to this independence movement. So we got to make sure we get it before then. Castile plus France will be kind of ridiculous, though. All of us against England. You know what? I do say to be prepared for everything, and getting Castile will help us do that. Alright, we are still disloyal to England, and we have 50 opinion with Castile, so I think we should be able to invite Castile to this independence movement and invite them here. Might be a little bit overkill. Yeah, I mean, it's safe to say our movement is stronger. Let's just rally the movement then, I guess. I mean, England are probably fairly strong, but, I mean... I'm pretty sure there's no way they'd be able to do much of anything. I don't even know if I'm gonna have to do anything. We seem to have now formed a union with Wales. I guess that's because we called them in this independence movement with us. Not entirely sure how this works. The primary culture of Wales is, it's looking a bit strange. Let's go ahead and send our troops into Wales. There we go, we got 24k right there who we can join up with. I'm not sure whose this is. Is that Brittany? I think it is, yeah. Brittany are right on sieging the north of England. Right, Castile seem to have landed in East Anglia, so got them sieging down Colchester. Not sure where England's troops actually are, probably just scared for their lives in the middle of their land. I might actually see if I can. Oh, I can't attach these. Right, yeah, we'll get these attached to these French units there. And that should be good, I think. So now I can just sit back and watch. In them cores there. We have been sieging, what is this, Chester for years. It's been stuck at 21%. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. We just don't know how to siege, apparently. England is somehow winning. We're at minus 35%. You wouldn't think so, looking at the difference in amount of soldiers, right? They've lost 22k, we've lost 64k. I don't know what makes their troops so strong. I'm not sure what is going on with this siege. 757 days, there we go. We've got 17k sieging down London here. I'm not sure that England are going to be able to continue for very long if London gets sieged. Very nice. War score is taking back down. We have occupied London now. But they're still 21%. How? We've occupied their capital. that makes a ton of sense. They've 6,000 troops versus 105,000. The capital's occupied, and they're just like, no, we're winning against you guys. We're getting quite a lot of rebel progress because we have low stability. I think there's 300 English soldiers marching through there. Should be able to just get in there. Yeah, okay. We stack wipe that, and then these French guys, they're just chilling. Let's rejoin with these French guys so we don't get eaten alive by the English. Right, they keep running away though, so it's kind of a bit annoying trying to catch up with them. I also might spend some of this money we have here. We've got quite a lot now, 123. Maybe I should have spent some a little while ago. Could go for a gunsmith there. We don't have any, so that's going to be pretty profitable to build initially. Some of this wheat we could go for. Alright, apparently they're only +1 in acceptance. I kind of do want to make sure we get war reparations from England when we actually do take this peace deal, because they've taken quite a lot of money from us. We got to make sure we can get a decent amount back. Right, everyone is leaving here. Does the French? Oh, the French AI does go for battles. That's nice. They seem to just be running around with tiny little stacks, loads of tiny little stacks, letting the English just rinse them. At least now they've decided to work together with their armies. I guess England are dead set on protecting these Scottish islands here. I think this French army of 13,000 has attached themselves to me. Let's see, I think I'm just gonna siege some more things. Seems like the best use of time. Don't know where they are now. Did they lose that? I mean, I'm sure you'd probably get a penalty attacking them whilst they're defending on this island. Doesn't seem like the smartest thing to be doing. Oh crap. Can we make this in time? 4.9k versus 10k. Nope, okay, god, that ended instant. Oh my god. It seems like England have just given up now. I guess they realized they literally don't have a chance. I mean, they've got 209 troops left. I'm not sure I want to take any land in Wales or England, but I might take some of these islands. I'm going to take these islands here. I'm not sure if that's an island. That kind of looks like an island. We'll take that one as well. I am going to be releasing Oriel from England because they are actually a tributary of theirs. So now we can attack them and all of their allies. We could release... Oh no, we wouldn't be able to afford releasing Northumberland. That would be quite a lot of land lost for them there. Apparently we can only take 63 ducats. I guess they don't exactly have very much. I guess I'll take that then. We're just gonna take this then. We're not gonna be taking any land from the mainland here. Just going to be taking some of these islands, and this should be good, I think. We have removed the Magna Carta, though. I was kind of enjoying having that. Also had another government reform here. I think there was a good one. Where is it? Royal Decree. I think this one looks like the best one. Give us some more progress towards centralization. It'll take some time to implement, though. I think we still have the same ruler as Wales, although I'm not exactly sure how to really do anything with this. Because, I mean, Wales apparently would be the senior partner above me if I tried to make us into a proper union. We don't need Wales anyway. We don't need any of this land over here. We're just going to focus on developing our own lands. That's the best way forward, I think. We've now got the Civil War, though, of the Barons. But this land is very underdeveloped that they've chosen to rise up in, so They're not really going to be able to do very much, actually. Although I've still got my army here. I haven't... I have not disbanded it yet. I will just disband that, and then we can just get loads more levies here, I guess. So, 207 troops walking towards me for some strange reason. We've got 304 units over here. You can just siege that. You can kill them there. So we've just got 3 soldiers there. We will bring this unit down here. That should be pretty much all of their armies wiped out. Apart from this, just army of 1 right there. I will just tell them to carpet siege everyone. Alright, we've got 87 versus 1 guy, and it's unclear which side will win. Right, okay, that was extremely fast. You know, he might just be an insanely strong guy. You never know. Build up some more stone here. Actually, I'm not gonna build that. That seems like a bad choice. All of the RGOs were actually nearby are just terrible, apart from the beeswax. It's not the worst, but it's not amazing. Jeweler's Guild will be profitable now. I'm not exactly sure why, but I will build some then. I forgot to delete that fort on this island here, so it's just taking these guys ages to siege it now. They'll be done in like 30 years, hopefully. Oh, the nobles finally surrendered, even though they just had these 2 islands there. Not exactly sure how Wales are the senior partner when we actually rank higher than them as a great power here. I have no idea how this works. I'm also gonna get a glass guild here so we don't have to rely on imports. Right, now I guess the union's just been disbanded now. Not sure what the point in that was then. I think they are now back to being England's subject already. God, they didn't last long. Hopefully we can last a little bit longer. I think we should be able to afford a road here, yep. We're gonna get this road down towards this lead location, which is a fairly decently high price good here, so it should be decently profitable. So we're going to want to get more control here. I am actually going to intervene against Clan Rickard in this war here. Well, we'll max out this silver mine. I probably should have done that a while ago. Alright, the coalition has been disbanded, and that is peace. We want to make sure we get the coastal fort built in all of these towns, that we can get the max control we can. I think now seems like a pretty good time to declare on Oriel, and then we'll be able to take land from all of their vassals as well. I mean, not their vassals, their allies. That is literally going to call in most of the remaining Irish nations, I think. I guess they just, they happen to be allied to everyone. So, I'm just going to disband this one soldier we have over here. Also get a carpenter's guild here. I guess we need some furniture in Dublin there. Making sure we get a lot of marketplaces built, because I think we can be doing a little bit more trade than we are currently doing. We do have a little bit more land to occupy here, but it's actually not going to be that bad, as I think if we take more, yeah, that is going to be above max war score there. They're not the richest of nations. I guess Scotland have now declared. My vassals have actually attached to me, so I guess it's good they actually want to help. Oh no, they've just left now. They were disloyal for a second, and then I got them back up. Oh yes, are they actually abandoning this this army there? That would actually be very good. Oh, they are actually. Okay, we can just take out this 500. There we go, and that should be a full stack right there, and we'll take this back. We didn't even lose any soldiers, I don't think. We can get some hand gunners here. I know it's kind of in the middle of a war here, but hopefully they can help us in taking these guys out. They've lost like 700 soldiers just trying to siege down this fort, so I think we probably will be able to take them, but we're gonna get these regiments anyway. I'm gonna let them siege a little bit more because they are losing a ton of soldiers just to this, so it should be pretty easy to take them out after this. Currently it's 319 right there. I'm gonna stop them. Once this goes up just above 0%, I think then we'll attack them. Okay, there we go. Let's go straight for them here. Right, and yeah, this should be a fairly simple win, although, right, actually, yeah, that is flatlands. It looks kind of hilly. There we go, that's quite an easy win there. And then we can finish them off, I guess. Okay, right, is that all of Scotland's armies wiped? Oh my god, they have lost so much land to England now. They were in a war with England this whole time, and they were just in Ireland fighting? I didn't even realize that. You know, honestly, I would want to ally Scotland, to be honest. I don't know why it has to be this way. You know what, there's no
point in even releasing the tributary they have in Ireland here. We'll just fight Scotland as well, since they're probably insanely weak now. In fact, now we're just gonna go straight back to being at war with Scotland, I guess. We're not affected by a truce since they are tributary, and they'll probably be called in here, right? Actually, they are allied with Clan Rickard. That's actually very useful to us, so we can get Clan Rickard as well before our truce is even up with them. Clan the Boy have tried to see if they can win against our entire army there. Not the smartest decision. I'm not... Okay, no, I don't even want to go for that there, but I don't have a choice apparently now. Didn't matter though. Scotland still trying to cling on to this tributary, even when England have taken most of their land. Can I just take everything here? They didn't even call in Clan Rickard, which is actually really annoying. Alright, we can just take all of Clan Rickard here. I mean, not Clan Rickard. Clan de Boy. And then we'll have to wait till our truce is up with Clan Rickard now. We have now formed a union with England now. We now have the same ruler again as we did before, but actually I don't think this is even that bad. Although they may be able to establish seniority, which will mean we'll have to start like paying them and stuff. But for now, it just sort of works as an alliance. You know what? I'm just gonna stick with this. I like how this just happens and I just have no say. It's just, I'm just in the union. Right, England are actually helping us in this little noble civil war we've got going on here. Also, we obviously do want to vote to maintain federal status. I'm not exactly sure what that's gonna do. You know, if they're eventually gonna get seniority over us. If they do, it's gonna be kind of annoying. But I guess we could just declare another independence war. Can actually build up some of these tailors guilds still, and they are remaining profitable. We can probably build up to max and they'd stay profitable. There, okay, we can go for some more beeswax. Hopefully we can just get out of this damn union. It keeps lowering the loyalty of these estates for some reason. Kind of annoying, and obviously makes all of these vassals really disloyal, which is very annoying. So hopefully it'll kind of be fixed once we get our independence here. But I mean, this is annoying. Like, we kind of want our own ruler here. We don't want to have the same ruler as England forever. I think I will be able to call in France now, hopefully. Yeah, okay. And we can obviously give them some land, which I think will actually be good for us if we just make England a little bit weaker. But I think this thing seems glitched to me, this union. It just does not seem to work properly. I think we just seem to be getting the same law here to vote on. I'm not sure why that's happening. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I just have, you know, no idea what's going on. We also got a crap ton of rebels to deal with, unfortunately. Okay, Union Independence, we've got that casus belli now. But you know, I think what we'll do is kind of just sit tight and just hope France wins it for us. The income from trade seems to be going back up a little bit, but you know, it's still insanely low. We could get our trade income back up to where it was, then we could be in a decent place here, but it seemed to just absolutely tank a while ago. Okay, we have made peace with England now, and we did take some war reparations. So we've got a lot of money we're gonna need to spend here from these war reparations. Not sure how they've become the English Empire now. I guess it's probably some sort of special event they get, maybe, because I don't think you can form an empire until you actually get 10 million population. Yeah, they just cheated. They've got 2.8. But one of many future civil wars right now, probably. We'll go for expand gravel network to get some more centralization. Somehow I'm always making like loads of money when a civil war starts. These civil wars are easy actually, because we always keep our capital, which is pretty much what we've poured all of our development into. So they don't really have much to work with when they do rise up. Alright, we did get another cabinet slot as well, actually, so we're just going to use that on integrating, I think, actually. Probably going to be able to max out beeswax there, although actually I think I'm going to spend on some of these other ones so they can simultaneously gain some promotion here, because it's going to be a while to fill up the amount of employment. Apparently, we are in need of some wine now. I guess we just started liking wine. And these buildings are making like almost no profit there. It is not optimal. I feel like I'm getting poorer apart from the war reparations.
Okay, so since we do have all of the Irish nations in the Lordship of Ireland, we can claim the kingdom here because we changed this law right there. Now we can become a kingdom. We've been stuck at a county level for like 100 years. Right, we can get a ton more rivals now we are a kingdom. Rival the Pope. Doesn't seem very Catholic of me. I think I'll go for 2 Sicilies and then Austria, I think. Now this is why we stuck with Anglo-Irish culture, so we actually get the name Ireland, so it looks better in the thumbnail. Right, we can also add another government reform. Go for admiralty regime for some progress towards naval. Going towards naval might not actually be that bad. I'm just gonna do that. I think that is for the best. I would go for some more trade buildings here, some marketplaces, but our trade just seems to be like insanely bad, our trade income. Okay, we're getting 2.14 from trade, and then we're spending 1.22. I guess it's a decent profit, but it seems to go down every few days. With the little profit we can get some saltpeter guilds, and then I suppose the tools guild, they are used in quite a lot of things. Don't have any of the Age of Discovery institutions yet. I think pike and shot has spawned. We'll see if we can try and import from a nation that has that so we can get this institution faster. A lot of buildings I'm not exactly, you know, too interested in. They just don't seem that special, to be honest. Unlocks bureaucracy. Okay, we have maxed out our beeswax here. We're just waiting to get this finished hiring. It's like the only decently profitable RGO near us, so at least near our capital, right? I wonder if I should spend some of this prestige we got from forming Ireland. God, how long is this gonna take to annex these guys? 1471, Jesus. We will go for, let's see if we can get oh no. Remote integration process, that's okay. I prefer the one that gets us a little bit towards centralization. The road building one. Let's take land of commerce here for some production efficiency and some progress towards capital economy. That production efficiency is actually going to be really impactful. I'm going to start assimilating some of these Irish people in Dublin. We're going to now go for individual apprenticeships so we can get that trade advantage and get off of the progress towards spiritualists, because I think that's going to be a little bit annoying in the future. England's become Britain now, so now the British Empire. Not looking like much of an empire right now. They're giving us the option to become Irish. We want to make sure we keep the name Ireland here, because it looks way better. I'm just kidding, it doesn't look better. We can now take this law for bureaucracy, so we're obviously going to be going towards centralization. Can't exactly see any reason to go for decentralization right now. I also do want to at some point build some roads down to these little towns down here. Probably should have done this a while back, but it's quite expensive. And I think it's better to just focus on putting development into Dublin until we actually reach the maximum amount of buildings we can get there. Right, we're going to take a couple of these things to get us towards capital economy. So we got to give these privileges out to the burghers. I'll give out a couple. I think that should be pretty good if we get towards innovative as well. And God, our ruler's 48 with no children. It's not ideal. We'll see who our heir is. Hopefully it's no one. Actually, it's an Anglo-Irish guy here. But I think even if we have kids, kids don't inherit it because of our succession law here. And the admiral election. I don't know why I chose that, but I don't know why it always says max reached, even though it's not. Like, kind of just displaying the wrong thing there. Pretty much all of our buildings have very high production efficiency because of these privileges I've been giving out. Alright, we need a dock. We're gonna need some more sailors. We're gonna be trying to build up our navy so we can get some more maritime presence in a lot of these coastal towns. As we increase the size of our navy, we're going to increase the demand for our naval supplies here, so we'll be getting a bit of profit from this as well, hopefully in the future. This is the only person I can marry, or the only noble at least. You know, I had no choice. I didn't have a choice. Like, she wouldn't be my first choice. Pretty cool that you can actually see the trade ships of other nations. That looks like Castiles there. I guess coming here to make some trades for us, I guess. Dublin actually looks massive on this map all zoomed in. Oh, we can embrace pike and shot now. Do we even have any progress with any of these other ones? Oh, we do. A new world we are getting.
We're close to being able to get that. Let's see if we can grab some of these new research things there. I mean, I don't think we'll really be going to war, to be honest, for a while. But, right, we've got some naval stuff. That's not bad. Yeah, we'll take some of this. The building we now have the most of is a Tailor's Guild here, which is very profitable, actually. I don't even think the highest on production efficiency. I mean, actually, that is pretty high. I think we may as well just max out a lot of these buildings, which are somewhat profitable. I mean, a lot of these are not. And we've now almost completely removed Irish people from Dublin. They're down to 1.6%. We may as well see if we can assimilate some other provinces here. I like how this location just has Irish people and Czech people living together. I think we'll build up some more marketplaces here, even though they didn't seem to really be giving us much of a trade profit here. I'm getting a bit sick and tired of dealing with these civil wars here. These freaking nobles are never happy, man. I'm gonna give out primacy of the nobility, just because I think I want to give out some more privileges to the lords here, and this one seems okay. There aren't really any other good privileges for the burghers. There's the printing press. Spawned in Tunis. It's kind of random. Oh my god, Jesus, they've got so many cities. Nice, we hit 1 million population. Does that mean I can do anything now? Anything extra here? I don't know why our ruler's Czech for some reason. We seem to have quite a sizable Czech population. It's kind of a bit random. Oh my god, another civil war, bro. Why does it look like my freaking military unit guy is holding a telescope? I think telescope beats kitchen knife here, so it's actually pretty good that we are an admiralty regime now, because we only elect other freaking admirals here. We shouldn't be getting England's ruler as our leader anytime soon then. Bohemia is actually more powerful than France here. I don't know what is going on here with the Burger Empire just owning little bits of Hungary. They're in a civil war with the Hungarian Empire. And we've got the Sultanate of Jerusalem. Seems to have just taken over most of the Middle East here. I'm not entirely sure how that works. I guess they just preferred to be called Jerusalem rather than Egypt. It's fair enough. Fair enough. How the heck does one even obtain these borders? We can now build roads all the way down to Wexford here, and we will eventually want to build some to New Ross as well. There is quite a bit of tax base we can get here, although actually New Ross is quite a bit more actually. We can change our court language over to English. I think we had it on Latin before. I think Latin seems a bit better. I think we will stick with Latin. I mean, currently our Anglo-Irish ruler just doesn't like Latin. We actually do have roads into quite a lot of Connaught's land here, so when we annex them, we may be able to get some control, although being inland, it's not going to be the best, right? I wonder if I should build up my army a little bit more. I mean, we're not going to be fighting any wars anytime soon. I don't even see a point yet. I'm still too freaking poor. There we go, we got them now. We got all the subjects now hate me again. Can even build a road to New Ross and Waterford. We're going to do that. We got all of their gold, I think, so that's not bad. Who do we want to start annexing then? Can we annex these guys? Tuath of Ely? Yeah, we can. These bigger vassals just take an insane amount of time. Well, actually, 1482, that's not bad. That is not bad. Austria is no longer a valid rival for Ireland. I thought this would take a lot longer. I think you get a penalty if you annex multiple nations at the same time. So we'll wait a little bit before we start annexing Tyrone. Okay, we gotta get a new rival. Should I rival the Pope? Just, I'm not sure that's an amazing idea. I'm kind of tempted to, though, for some reason. Who the heck is that? Burgundy. We could rival Burgundy. They've not got all that much land left. Yeah, I'll freaking rival them. It's fine. Tiny Burgundy. And also, Bohemia are somehow a valid rival for me, though. Am I just, like, insanely strong? They're like the freaking number 2 power in the world. Actually near to Poland in terms of overall great power ranking here. Now we can actually lower diplomatic spending quite a bit, although makes these guys disloyal. I just want to reach a point where I don't have any vassals. Having vassals is just so annoying. We are almost at the maximum amount of buildings we can get in Dublin. Swedish nobles just casually taking over all of Finland. Swedish nobles is my favorite part of Finnish history. We gained another freaking annexation there. We now have access to the town of Bur. Do we have any roads to Bur? Do I get away from my ruler here? I'm not even sure I need to. How's this woman again? Why would she go away? Well, take her again, you know. Just because she just happens to be the best, you know? Damn, this beeswax can actually get another level here. We're freaking 20 marketplaces here. We're getting plus 0.26 from trade. My monkey brain can't comprehend it. If you select the trade, it just instantly becomes unprofitable because of the freaking... Is it the trade maintenance or something? I'm not even sure, but all I know is it's messed up. I mean, yeah, the trade route maintenance is more than the profit. We'll take some gravel road network just for the centralization it gives, right? And the estates can build roads. I mean, maybe they will. They don't seem to be doing much though right now. I've taken this research for diplomatic range here, but I don't think I'm gonna go further down the newborn tree for now, at least, until we actually want to start colonizing. There we go. We have annexed Tyrone now, so we have all of Ireland, and these are all cores we get in Tyrone. Now being able to completely lower diplomatic spending. That is a pretty nice income now. No matter what we do though, we can't make it so the Anglo-Irish like the Irish. We managed to make it so the Irish are just neutral about us. But that seems to be a persistent issue. May as well max out this silver right there. Damn, the royal family of France decided to visit us. They will be certain to inform everybody back home about how Consort Oda Van Epstein is happier than ever before. Yes, this is what it means to be kin, France. Why the heck is all of Ireland moving to... what even is this? Tullamore. I don't know what's going on in Tullamore, but apparently it's where everyone wants to go. No, they keep trying to get me to become Irish, and I'm not doing that with We need to speak English. It's, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. We have to speak English. It's just the way it is. Right, and we are at the maximum amount of buildings in Dublin here, so we're gonna have to see if we can branch out to other locations here. I mean, these are fairly... they're okay, I mean... they're not great, but could even create a little town here in Malahide. Now we have to resort to building a lot of buildings in freaking Wexford now. I think it'll be worth founding a town right next to us in Malahide there. In the same province as Dublin there. Longford. I don't really care about Longford, to be honest. Yeah, I'll steal the development from it. Damn, the amount of buildings we can get in Ireland has actually increased by quite a few in just a few years. Oh my god, Italy is just filled with cities. It's like barely any room for farmland here. It's just like a freaking blob of cities. We're in need of books in Dublin. One last Jewelers Guild in Dublin, I think. Will that put us at max? No, okay, we still got a few. France already on that colonizing, but England not even bothering. Now we are at max building level in Dublin. We'll go for some tools in Malahide. We'll have to wait for a lot of these burgers to promote there. Max out those silver mines there. I don't even know if that's good. I mean, we should be earning a little bit more from trade from that. Don't think we're particularly getting that much in terms of direct tax base. We're also obviously going to want the temple for that. Plus 5% control. Maybe a granary or two. Monastery could be okay. Are these cathedrals even worth building? As I'm sure some pops will migrate here, we'll increase our demand for food so we can build that up later. Okay, we've just got people migrating there. Everyone just simultaneously stopped migrating to Dublin. Oh, okay. No, they're back. We're gonna make sure we have food everywhere. Over a couple of sturdy grains there. Not the most profitable, but they're very high in food there. Some of that there. I'm not even sure there are any good privileges left to give out. Yeah, that's everything I actually care about there. We're gonna go ahead and build some roads to the town of Bur here. We do have quite a bit of tax space we can tap into. God, why did they only ask me to lose money for research when I don't have enough money for them? Now we've got up to 89% control in Malahide, so we are getting most of the tax space out of this new town now. I'm not sure if there's any other ways to get more control in this location there. Obviously, we do have roads there, and we build these roads so fast, but it's actually not even much of an increase in control, honestly. I think that's gonna be it for this run, at least in this video. If it does get a decent amount of likes, I may continue this. It was pretty fun, actually. I do have a few other nations I am quite interested in playing. I think we have managed to put ourselves in a decent position here. At least not so we're, you know, dominated by the British Empire. Or just England, I guess they are, because they don't really have much of an empire. But thank you to everyone who's watched it this far, and goodbye for now.